I'm coming in from Las Vegas, Nevada. If you are a guest here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are a member of our community already, whether it's been from January or is last week or whatever it is, if you've been getting paid for writing letters, literally converting coins, drop a one in the chat as soon as you possibly can to let the guests know how real this thing is. Look at that thing blowing up with ones all over the place. People, this is real. People are really putting in there right now ones because they are actually writing letters and they are getting paid and they're converting. And we're going to show you guys an awesome presentation that's not going to take too long today. That'll explain to you exactly why, exactly how, who this is for, who it's not for, all that good stuff. So this is recorded. We will have a recording that's put in our back office for our members tonight. And then if you need to reach out to your whoever brought you here for maybe just a replay, maybe I went too quick. Maybe it was just, the dog was barking or the kid was tugging at your shirt and you need to get a replay, then you could get with them and get the replay and rewatch it if you'd like to. All right, let's go and get right into it so we don't waste too much. Actually, we're not wasting anything, so we don't spend too much of your time here. We know time is very, very valuable, so we'll get right on into it. I'm going to bring my little PowerPoint over here. Now I'm going to start this bad boy from the beginning. All right, so we are Send It Academy. Send It is what we're known by. Our short name is Send It. Everything that we say is Send It. All of our posts is talking about Send It. And guess what? We send it. We do. We send out those letters, and then that money that we convert gets sent to our account. It's that cool, right? So I'm here to tell you today about writing letters. Earn for writing letters up to $5 per handwritten letter. Now, this is not handwriting, cursive, script. This is handwritten letters. You have to sit down, put the pen to paper, and every one that you write, you can get paid for writing those letters. All right. A little bit about us. We're a Nevada-based company. We teach you how to write letters to billion-dollar corporations, including gaming websites and casinos. Majority of these corporations pay their users in online coins, also known as sweeps coins, as in sweepstakes. All right. You'll convert these coins into cash via online gaming. We teach you this conversion process, which helps you retain most of your coins, which you can then cash out. Now, before we get into anything else, please note that this does involve online casinos. So if online gaming or casinos is against your personal beliefs, your religion, this may not be for you, although stick around to the end. We do have, maybe it's for somebody else that you may know that it may help. And you never know. Don't just give up right away from the first 2 minutes of this bad boy. Stick around for a little bit, and you may be surprised we're about to show you. All right. Now, who is this for, right? I could go on and on and on. This is for anybody that you know that needs extra income. It could be your sister, your aunt, your uncle, your next door neighbor, an employee that's sitting there and struggling, can't pay for the diapers, can't cover their rent, can't cover the mortgage, needs to buy a new car. Whoever is looking for extra money, this is for them. This was kind of a little known secret. This is getting bigger and bigger of a secret now to where you can make some money. All right. Stay-at-home parents, retirees, students, anyone, you yourself, whether you right now are here and I'm talking to you direct and you need extra income, this is for you. Maybe you got some savings. You don't need any extra income. Somebody invited you here just to take a look at it. I guarantee you know 4 to 5 people, probably 400 to 500 people that need some extra income. So this is for really anyone looking for some extra income. There are some requirements. You must be 18 years of age in most states. You must reside in the US or Canada, excluding Washington State, Idaho, Michigan, or the province of Quebec. Now, sometimes there's other states that are added, and other online corporations have different rules, but these are the states and the province that none of them are allowed in. Those are the requirements, simple requirements. We should also add on here, if you can write, because if you can't write, then you can't get paid, because you got to be able to write to get paid. All right. And so speaking of, can you write? We teach you exactly what to write. It's 2 sentences. It is not rocket science. You do not need a PhD to learn this. It's 2 simple sentences. This is not the all stuff money into an envelope, send it out, hoping somebody sends you money back. That's not what this is. This is a 20-year-old, so a 2-decade-year-old process of how you can get paid to write letters. All right. We show you exactly who to write to. You don't have to have a list. You don't have to go write to your next door neighbor. You don't have to write to your cousin that lives across the country at all. We teach you exactly who to write to, and it's not an individual, it's the corporations. We check your work to make sure that it's correct. And you mail the letters and you get paid. So a lot of people that we have in this community, they jump in and they go, all right, I'm going to follow the courses. And they 60% of the time have messed up, right? So you can learn how to do this on your own. You're going to see that all over the internet. If you go look it up, you can. But the reason why this isn't gone as big as it is right now is because people would give up. They'd write the letters, they'd get rejected, and they would feel rejected and they would quit, right? Or maybe they would write the letters, they would get the coins put in their back office. They didn't know what to do with it. What do? Do I go and gamble it like I'm at the MGM casino in Las Vegas? Do I go and what do I do? Well, we teach you how to convert. Notice I didn't say how to gamble. We teach you how to convert those coins into actual cash to cash out into your bank account is what we teach. That's why we have gotten so big, because we teach you exactly what to do. If we were around 20 years ago, this thing would be 20 times as big as it is right now, probably 2,000 times more big than it is right now, because people wouldn't get discouraged. They wouldn't get rejected. That's what we teach you to do. That is the beauty of what we got going on here. Here's some of the success stories. This one right here, this person, they had $508 or coins. Let me see this one actually. So great for this opportunity. Been such a blessing for my family and I. Can't wait to get more coins. So this one, they redeemed $508. They also redeemed $151. This one right here received 355 sweeps coins. They actually redeemed $465. So this is a lot more than $5 per letter that they're writing. This person right here, 226 sweeps coins. This one right here, 414 sweeps coins. Okay. These are some of the success stories. I could literally probably be here for 10 to 20 hours going over the success stories because it's all over our Facebook group. This is real. People know it's real. And speaking of real, I'm going to introduce you to somebody who's a good friend of mine who agreed to jump in here with me to show and share a little bit about what he has done with the letter writing opportunity. And before he jumped in, he knew who I was, didn't know anything about this letter writing opportunity. He actually, I'm going to stop my share really quick and bring him up, Victor. Victor, so what's your normal job? What do you do for a living?
So I work as a waiter at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse out here in Pasadena, California. I'm not sure where this background came from, but I kind of like it.
It's kind of cool. It looks like you like in
The
Washington.
neat lake, and I think I knew Mosier must be the photographer or somebody,
Something.
but that's my name.
So
I wait tables 3-4 nights a week at Ruth's Chris.
Okay, I mean you should do pretty good there, right?
Yeah. An average night I'll make $300-400, something like that.
So why did you start writing letters?
Really to kind of help supplement that. And I mean, I really saw that there was a huge opportunity with this. You know, you and I have done some other work before. I've known Dustin now for about 2 years, and I just have immense trust in him and anybody that he brings to the table. You're going to meet Lisa, I'm sure, in a little bit as well. But it just sounded like this was different. There's an opportunity to kind of build a business around this, but it's also there's like some actual nuts and bolts. You know, I know what I do when I go into the restaurant. I know how to do that job, right? And I do it right, and I get rewarded for that. With this, it's the same thing. It's if I sit down and write X number of letters, it's going to turn into X number of coins, which is going to turn into X number of dollars.
So you're an honest person, right?
I'm sorry?
You're an honest person?
No, I'm a total liar.
I'm pretty honest. Humor we have to do with each other. So have you actually gotten paid from writing the letters?
I have. I have.
And you've converted the coins into cash.
I have indeed.
What's your funnest part? Writing the letters, waiting for the drops, or converting?
You know what? Writing the letters got a little tedious, especially because it does take a little while for the drops to start to show up. Converting into actual dollars that I can spend is probably the most fun, but the waiting for the drops is also it's kind of like a pins and needles kind of fun.
Waking up in the morning and looking to see if they got dropped or not.
Did I get any right this week? So nothing's happened this week yet, so I'm still a little bit I wonder what.
Right. Well, but once you get your drops, it's usually every week, especially if you're doing what we're telling you, right? Right.
That's right.
You're going to get it every single week.
If I mail out every week, I receive something just about every week.
Right.
Yeah.
So, advice to anybody that's on here who's a guest. What's your advice?
Well, Lisa and her sister Julia put together an amazing training. And I can tell you, I have actually made some really, I'm going to call this out on myself, brain dead mistakes that, would have cost me some money. And, I thought I was following the training and realized that I made a couple of little bonehead mistakes that where I sent out. I'm not going to tell you how many. It's over 100 letters that are not going to get me anything, and it's because I was arrogant enough to say, "Oh, I think I got this." And so this is all provided. Whatever this costs out the front end to get this training, it's really really easy to do it wrong, and it's also really really easy to do it right.
So you could see why
So
the people that started 20 years ago or 10 years ago that didn't have this kind of training, why they stopped, right?
I can definitely see that. Yeah, there's a lot of places where I could see myself saying, it's been 5 weeks, it's been 6 weeks, I haven't seen anything out of this.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Facebook group shows different though, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And what's kind of cool about this, you started this what, 12 weeks, 15 weeks ago, 16 weeks ago,
January 1st.
January 1st. And so there were a whole bunch of us that started with you when you launched this, who were all writing letters on faith. The only thing we had was Lisa and her sister and some other people that had been doing it a while longer to go by. And when in the Facebook group, when we started seeing people were starting to get drops. And for those of you, if you're here for the first time, drops is when the company says, yes, we've received your letters and we're giving you this many coins. You can go now try to convert these into dollars. Not try, but you convert them into dollars. Um, People were starting to get drops. And it was, within a week or two that we were all starting to get drops,
Yep.
and it just exploded. And so now it's a regular thing, and it's kind of a contest to see who got the most. I'm
Yeah.
certainly not going to win the contest of who gets the most because I'm not writing as many letters as some really ambitious people out there. But it's not hard to write enough to make a dent in, paying down my credit cards and making sure the rent gets paid every month.
100%. Well, thank you for coming on here and showing us a little bit of what your heart and from a real person that's actually writing letters. We love you, Victor, and we thank you. All right. So the letters, they're handwritten letters. They must be written by you. And we did see a couple comments that are in here. They have to be written by you because the online corporation casinos, they got to know that you're not doing it wrong. You're not farming it out to somewhere else, having your aunts or uncles write it for you. They make sure that you write it on your own. That's why you have to write it. It has to be your handwriting from day one, or if your husband or your wife does it on your account, it has to be their handwriting, the same one over and over. It cannot change. They do have some strict rules, and that's why our course tells you exactly what to do. You earn these credits to your gaming account anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks. You write the comfort of your home, and it takes about 4 to 6 minutes, depending on your writing speed, from start to putting the stamp on the envelope. So if anybody in here is good with math, you can tell how many you can do per hour. And if you times that by 5, you can start seeing what you can make per hour. And if you do that for 8 hours a day, you can start putting in your brain exactly what you can make per day. But right here is going to show you exactly what you can make per month. We've broken it down for you. Now, this is without expenses. There's going to be some expenses. You're going to have to buy some pins. You're going to have to buy some envelopes. You're going to have to buy postage. You're going to have to buy some postcards. But if you write 10 letters a day, it's 5 days a week, like it's a job, Monday through Friday, then you can make an extra $1,000 per month. Now, there may be some of you on here that are like $5 or $1,000 a month. That is nothing. Well, I can tell you this much. If you are a 9 to 5 job and drive to work every day and you had $1,000 missing out of your account, $1,000 is a lot. And to a lot of people, it is $1 million, really. And if it's $1,000 isn't for you, then bump it up to 20 letters a day. That'll be that'll equal about 2,000 a month. And if that's not enough, then if you see the math here, 60 letters a day is $6,000 a month, and keep going from there. 70 would be 7,000 a month. 80 would be 80,000 a month, or 8,000 a month, right? So it's up to you what you make. That's the beauty of this. It's not up to you to go share it with your aunt and uncle, to go sign up and get some lotions and potions and whatever else it is that people are selling nowadays. It's up to you what you make from the comfort of your home. If you need an extra 1,000, write 10 letters a day. You need an extra 6,000, write 60 letters a day. It's that easy. All right. The longevity of this program, as I mentioned, it's been around for decades. Why it hasn't blown up yet? Because nobody's taught a course like we do to do it right. All right. Technology has made some things easier. So you don't have to put a floppy disk in the CD anymore. Nick added that, so I'm not sure how to really say that one. If you don't know who Nick is, Nick's an awesome presenter that does it with us as well. He had some certain things that I wasn't familiar with. But these multi-billion-dollar enterprises are not going anywhere. They're not. The biggest question that you're probably thinking right now, or that somebody else is thinking, is what if there's too many writers? There's no such thing. These corporations have to offer this in order to stay open. That'd be like McDonald's not offering toys or something, or they don't want to sell too many hamburgers because they would go out of business. It's not what it is. Like they have to offer this in order to stay open. So if we did overwhelm them with millions of people, they would have to shut down. But why would they shut down when now they have millions of more people that are writing into them, playing on their online gaming? They get to offer this as sponsors, it's tax write-offs, it's everything. The more people that write in, they love it. Believe me, they love it. It's legal because gambling's not legal in Alabama. It's not legal in Minnesota. It's not legal in New York. But the reason why these corporations are legal in these states is because when you write in these letters, it's considered AMOE, alternative method of entry, which makes it not gambling. Not gambling. You guys heard that again, right? Not gambling. That's why they have to offer this. And if they ever don't offer it, they have to shut down. That's it. Gone. And they won't. Okay. So I want to introduce you to Lisa, who reached out to me. We've known each other for years. We've done a lot of things together, and I've always admired her work and vice versa. And she reached out to me and told me what she was doing. And I was like, I have to do this. We could help so many people. And she was like, she started crying. Like, we can't help people. And that's what we're doing here. We're helping people. So Lisa's a creator of Paper Letter Program. She's a co-founder of Senate Academy. She's a wife and mother of 4 boys. She's actually going to Europe tomorrow. I'm a little bit jealous with her 2 youngest. She resides in Northern California, a little bit south of Sacramento. She discovered this method over 2 years ago. And guess what? Last year herself, she made over $78,000.
Okay, so I'm going to give you just a very brief overrun of who I am, where I come from. So I've been in the mortgage industry since the 90s. Yes, I am in my 50s. I know most people don't believe me, but I am. In 2005, I got into internet marketing, had tremendous success because I am just gifted when it comes to sales. I like to talk to people. I'm an outgoing person. And so sales really are my forte. So I did mortgage and internet marketing between I was doing internet marketing from 2005 to 2013. I got really burned out. This industry can be really tough on most people, and I got tired of putting people into programs where it was just really hard for them to duplicate, and I just didn't feel good about what I was doing. And so a fellow marketer showed me how to become a drop shipper on Amazon and eBay. I jumped completely into that in 2013. Rode that wave all the way through January of 2022 when Amazon, after COVID, impolitely was kicking off what they like to call 3P sellers. So I was at a crossroads, decided to get back into mortgage within just a few weeks, saw this need for credit repair, and being who I am, I love to learn new things. I jumped in, learned how to start repairing people's credit, got myself some good mentors, took some classes, and started doing that. Now that's slow going because you have to reach out to real estate agents and you have to kind of get on their radar to be able to help them. And so in April of 2022, just a couple months after starting my credit repair company, my cousin came to me and asked me, hey, I'm seeing you're not on Amazon anymore. What are you doing? And so I told her I'm, getting my credit repair company up and it's a little slow going. And she's like, well, I have this thing for you. And I'm like, well, what is it? And she's like, have you ever thought about writing to casinos for money? And I'm like, what do you mean writing for casinos for money? I have to go in and gamble to make money in a casino. And she's like, no, you don't. You can write. And so she showed me how to do it. So I started in May of 2022. And a couple months later, I got my sister into doing it. But that first year, I started with 50 letters, 100 letters, 200 letters, and I built myself up to 300 because when you pick up a pen after not really writing for a long time, it's not that easy to sit down and just write 300 letters. So I did have to build myself up to that. But more importantly, in that 2022 year, I perfected what I like to call the art of conversion. Now, I am super competitive. I have 3 brothers and 4 sons, and I hate to lose. And so when I started getting my coins from the casinos, I was like, okay, well, how can I get this money out 5 for 5? My objective, even when I go into casino nowadays, whether I'm in Vegas or I'm in an Indian casino by my house, is to take $100 bill in and walk out with that $100 bill. So that's always been my goal whenever I like to play any kind of game. So that was my goal when it came to this as well. How could I get 5 and cash out 5? So I played with the numbers. I played with the system. I really kind of crunched the numbers and got to what I like to call, like I said, the art of conversion where it works. So that first year I made right around $30,000 in those 7 months. Well, in the next year I decided I was going to get a little bit more serious. I was going to write 300 letters every single week, week in and week out, regardless of whether I was in Mexico laying on the beach or I was at my son's soccer game or whatever. I was going to write my letters. And so I did. I wrote 300 letters every single week last year consistently. And I made just a little over 70, I made 78,900 and some odd cents. So I made a lot of money on the side of doing my credit repair. So it was something I was doing while I was sitting here waiting for the phone to ring from realtors. I would write a couple letters and the phone would ring, write a couple more letters, the phone would ring. And I did that the entire year. And in November, I went to a wedding where my nephew was getting married, and I was with my sister, and she was like, "Hey, my daughter, Isabel wants to move out. What can we do to help her make some money?" And I said, "Well, why not get her writing? She's 18 years old. Let's get her writing." And so we got her writing, and it really gave me this idea of like, okay, so I really want to get back into internet marketing. I love the industry. I love the people. They're free thinkers. People think outside the box. You're my kind of people, right? So I was like, how can I get, connect this dot with this dot? So I had bought a program last year that kind of teaches you how to resell it for money, the typical program that's out there. But it also teaches you how to build your own program. So I went back to that program and I used it to build what we now know is paid per letter. I put all the knowledge that I had, I tried to dummy it down. I come from, I'm a daughter of a teacher. So I really tried to make sure that when I was making this program, that anybody could do it. My mom's a 5th grade teacher. So when I say I made it for a 5th grader, I really did. I had my sister record all the videos and voila, it was done within about 3 weeks of the creation process. Called up a good friend of mine that I had known for a while that had some awesome software. And I said, "Hey, Dustin, you have the software. What do you got?" And he's like, "Well, why? What do you got?" So I showed him the program and he just stopped cold. And he's like, "Lisa, do you know what you have here? This is special." And I'm like, I think so, And he's like, "Your program, everybody can make money in." And that's why I built it out. I'm tired of watching other people fail. And so with Dustin's amazing abilities as a marketer and him and I are the perfect yin and yang. Like he has his specialties and I have my specialties. And it really and then we've got Nick and we've got Julie, and it just fills in the gaps of like every space that we could possibly imagine to build this amazing platform. And what I love about this is, and I say this all the time, and it really is true, people, we have people in this group that are 80 years old that are writing letters and making money. We also have people that are 18 that are making money, whether it was my niece or my son who turned 18 in February, started writing, got his first drop 6 weeks later of $700 and made more money in that little bit of time than he would have made working 3 or 4 weekends, giving up his Friday and Saturdays at a fast food place. So when we say that this is for anybody that wants to make money, it truly is. And you don't have to recruit unless you want to. I saw a comment in the comments earlier where the person's like, "Well, you have to go out and recruit." That's where we are different here at Send It Academy. Over 2/3 of the members of this community are writers and writers only, which means they don't go out and try to find people to buy the program. Now, ultimately, some of those people eventually become promoters because when you start making money, you want to share. You want to share with your best friend. You want to share with the other mothers at the park. You want to share with, the guys on the softball field. You're going to want to share anyways. But no, here you do not have to promote to make money. It is unlike any program out there. Most programs on the internet require you to resell to make money. Here, you just truly need to know how to write. And with that, I'm going to send it back to Dustin.
100%. You said it perfectly well. I was seeing the comment too, and I was going to hit it up, but you did it. So great. All right. So let's get into what the price is for this course. Now, I could go in and tell you what the price that it is to not have this course, because as I mentioned, people do it over and over and over again, and they would stop because they'd get rejected. That means they spent time on their stamps, their envelopes, their energy, their everything, their pins, right? And they just stopped. Okay. So here you can lose a lot more than $225.99 to go do it on your own. You can. You could probably lose. It won't be losing. It'll just be time wasted, right? So here we have 9 lessons and brand new lessons too, by the way. We just added them last week that are 30 minutes. I'm not saying it's going to take 30 minutes to start writing letters and being done. It's going to take you about, 2 hours, go through the lessons. If you have questions, write them down, go back over it, watch the lessons again. Believe me, if you try to take a shortcut, you're going to end up spending more than 2 hours. Just go and watch it until you have all the stuff in a row. And by the way, the first 5, 6 lessons are the only ones you have to really pay attention to until you start getting the coins. Then you can watch the other ones to convert them, right? So our community support is out of control. Our Facebook group is crazy. If you're to look us up with paid per letters, our Facebook group, and it's private, so you will have to be a paid member to join, but you'll see how many posts are there daily. And if I could tell you how many people comment on those posts just with positivity and support, it is absolutely crazy. Template approval, as I mentioned, you can learn how to do this on your own. You can, but oh my goodness, is it better to have sleep at night when you know that what you're doing is correct? So as soon as you sign up, you can start sending the letters the correct way. All right. Now it takes about a day to maybe 2 business days, depending on how busy we are, or if it's on the weekends, how quick your templates get approved. But don't move too quick. Jump in, look at the lessons, go to the community, see what everybody else is posting, write your letters, and then start jumping into the conversion process. Do not get overwhelmed. It's a one-time price of $224.99. This includes the setup fee. It includes your first month, and there's 0 contracts. Now, yes, there is a $25 per month subscription fee that we have here, because the casinos could change their terms and conditions at any time, right? There could be certain things that happen at any time. We had something like in early March to where Chrome had a different update to where people, not us, some were with us, that were getting deactivated because Chrome was blocking their location. And so if you weren't a member of ours, you wouldn't have got our instant emails, our Facebook, our alerts via on our app saying, stop, don't pull codes, right? And that right there alone is probably worth about $20,000 if you ask me, but it's $25 a month. But if you go every single day and log into the vendor that you get verified with, you get $1 every day anyways. Times 30 is $30. You convert those out to $30. This is going to be free for you anyways, this whole entire $25 per month. And believe me, members, drop a fire in the chat right now if you would probably pay $2,000 a month for this bad boy, right? Or $100 a month, right? The $25 a month for the community support that we have is absolutely amazing. So you can write letters. You don't have to talk to anybody. You don't have to talk to a soul. You don't have to recruit. You don't have to do anything at all. If you write letters, you can get paid. Now, once you start getting paid, you're going to want to share it. You will. Okay. Now, this is where the affiliate part comes into it. And Amazon did affiliates, right? Almost anything that you do, Uber, Lyft, those are affiliates. When you're sharing your code with Uber and Lyft with other people to get a free $10, that's an affiliate. You're sharing it because it's something that you think other people can use. Okay. So this doesn't mean that it's not real or this is the only way you get paid. That's not how Uber gets paid, by having people share it. Of course, it helps them, but they get paid because people sign up. And you get paid if you just write the letters. Now, once you start sharing this with our affiliate program, and it's optional, you don't have to. You can say, I don't want to share this with the soul. I don't want nobody to even know what I'm doing. You don't have to tell anybody at all. That's the beauty of this program. But if you want to get paid a little bit more, we have an affiliate program. Completely optional. You earn by sharing. You earn by helping others. If you know somebody that needs extra income, you share this with them. You share it with them. It's a one-time $20 fee. One time. If you are anywhere in the networking industry at all, and you know that $20 one-time fee to become a promoter, you're like, what? There's no way. Like, I'm supposed to pay $25 a month to become an affiliate. That's not what we do here. We're here to help others, right? So you get direct residual pay, direct to you. You don't have to wait the 6 weeks, the 7 weeks, the 5 weeks. You're going to get paid every other 2 weeks, twice a month with us by sharing this program. Let me get into a little bit of how you get qualified to pay. So one time, $20 fee. I already told you guys that, okay? Now, how do you get paid? Every person that signs up with you, you get $100 for every direct referral. You get this paid once. Once they sign up underneath you, you get paid $100. Not right away. As I mentioned, we pay 2 times a month on the 7th and the 21st, okay? But this isn't something that you're sharing with your next door neighbor to go and get the newest water, right? The newest water that's going to save lives, or the newest gold coins that are coming out, or the newest crypto, right? And hoping that they go share it with somebody else so they make money too, so you make money. That's not what this is. You're going to help them by sharing this with them. And when your excitement, when you start getting converting and you start seeing that cash, you're going to be so excited, they're going to sign up. It's just how it is, okay? Every month that they're active, you can get $5 per month for every single month that they're active. If they stop, as I mentioned, there's no contracts, no worries. They just don't get access to the community. They don't get the lessons anymore. None of that. No big deal. They could go on their own way, do their own thing, still love them, right? But if they're still active, you get $5 per month every single month that they are active. We also added a matrix in here too. The matrix is a 3x10 matrix. If you don't know about it, don't freak out at all. You don't even have to worry about this. You really don't. But you get paid 50 cents for every single person that's in your matrix. We get paid on the 7th is where we get paid on the matrix. So on the 1st, the matrix calculates, and that's when you get paid. You can get some spillover, but that's not what this is all about. How you get paid as well.
Make sure you hit you stopped recording, by the way, just FYI.
Oh, I get all kinds of stuff's going on here. What is going on? No, I'm recording still. Am I still sharing my screen though?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So you also get a matrix match for your referrals. So anybody that you bring in. So if you do go reach out to your next door neighbor and they decide that, oh my goodness, this is the best thing ever, and they go share with everybody that's their co-employees or their aunts and uncles, and whatever they make in the matrix, you're going to get 50%. So if they make $1,000 in a month in the matrix, you're going to get $500. If they make $1, you're going to get 50 cents. If they make 50 cents, it's going to make 25 cents, right? But if the more people that you have direct, the more money that you're going to make. And this, obviously, there's been some technical difficulties with this whole entire deal. We do have a compensation plan video that will show you as well, that your sponsor can show you to teach you how to make a little bit more money, with this as well. But what comes with being a promoter, so this, I can't wait to change. I mean, this is going to stay the same way, but Lisa, what we are adding as far as our CRM with AI follow-up calls and our emails that are going out and the text messages that are going out, everything that's going to be added with this. I mean, how crazy is it?
It's off the hook. I cannot wait until July 1st. Well, I can because I'm going on vacation, but once I get back, I won't be able to wait until July 1st because the stuff that we have coming, people, and all the other programs we have coming, we're here for the long haul. We are here for the long haul. We are building for the future. We are making sure that we're bringing everyone with us to really kind of change this industry. It isn't just about us. It is about all of us working together and making sure that everyone's taken care of. And so, yeah, the stuff that's coming you guys are going to love it. So
duplicated capture pages, duplicated landing pages, follow-up emails to your leads, follow-up text messages to your leads, follow up an AI that calls your leads for you to do the closing for you. Emails to where if they open it, they get another email. If they don't open it, they get another one. If they don't open it, they may get a text message. If they don't open it, they may get a Facebook message. It's out of control what we're building here. It's, if you want to be a promoter, it really is. It's out of control. So here's some of the capture pages. Here's some of the landing pages. But ladies and gentlemen, just get back to whoever brought you here. And we are human here, obviously. So there's a couple of things that happen here if you're here live with us as far as technical difficulties. I'm trying to move this over into here, more technical difficulties. Just get back with them. And guess what? If all else fails, just write the letters. Doesn't matter. Just write the letters. Don't have to talk to a person, a soul. You could go talk to your next door neighbor about it right now that knows nothing about what we're doing. And they're going to give you their own opinion, not knowing anything. All over the internet, they're going to have all the comments on there that have no clue what we're doing. You have all the comments in here right now, and I've lost a bunch because I got cut off. They'll tell you from real people that are writing letters. By the way, is there anybody in here that's writing letters that hasn't talked to a soul about this? They're just writing letters. Just put a 1 in the chat if you're just writing letters only. And I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch. There's Cleo that's in there writing letters, not talking to a dang soul. All these different ones, just writing letters, not talking to a person. You do not need to talk to one soul to make money writing letters. That's it. If you want to go on your own way and learn it on your own way and possibly fail, possibly succeed, then get the coins and try to convert on your own, great. More power to you. We still love you like we love Chloe and like we love Joyce and Kim and everybody that's in here, okay? But get back to whoever brought you here. Thank them. Get started. The sooner you get started, Lisa, what?
The sooner you're going to make money. But not only that, people, just think of it this way. When he tells you you don't have to recruit, I wrote 300 letters. It was 60 a day, every single day of Monday through Friday last year. I made $78,000. What would $78,000 do for your family? Seriously. And that was on top of my job, my company that I have. I made $78,000 on top of what I was making in my company. So whether you're a full-time marketer or you're just, somebody that needs to help with paying the bills that are just out of control right now, you can do this. You can write. And you can make money for your family without ever leaving your house if you didn't want to. I mean, it is just mind-boggling. And the funny thing is, I always see people that eventually join that have been following like some people for months, and they're like, the only thing I could say is, I wish I had started sooner. Don't be one of those people that waits months and then you finally get started and you have to wait your turn to basically start making the money, and you kick yourself in the butt with, I should have started sooner, because this really is one of those opportunities. You should have started sooner. And the sooner you can get started, the sooner you can get paid.
Let's get a elephant out of the room really quick. At the end, we've never done this before. What is the reason why the casinos have to offer this in order to stay open?
Okay, so in the majority of the states, gambling is illegal. And so to get around that, they have to have what's called an AMOE, an alternate method of entry. And so by law, they have to take those letters that we write and give us something in return to stay compliant with the laws. That allows them to operate as what is called a sweepstakes. So a sweepstakes allows them to operate in all of these states. And they get to write off that $5. So if they give you that $5 and you're not part of the Send It community and you go out and you blow that $5, you just made the casino $5 for every letter you sent in, because they get to write off that $5 in their taxes and get that whole $5. Or you can join Send It Academy. Let us teach you how to get that $5 out. And they don't make the money on it, but they do get to still write it off. Right. So it's basically a wash for them. And that's why they won't stop taking them. That's why these companies aren't going away. These are multi-billion-dollar companies. They're not going to stop taking these, because there's a lot of people out there that don't have a Send It Academy teaching them how to convert. So they're actually making money by people writing that don't know what they're doing.
So you're saying that if they stop offering this, then they can't be open in the states that they're illegal.
FTC will move in immediately and close them down. So, because then they will be breaking the law.
100%. If you're confused with what the letters say, then get started and we'll teach you exactly what the letters will say. Two sentences, over and over and over with something else you put on top. That is it, in the right way.
Very specific. So you can't spell things wrong. You can't miss words. You can't have, there's a lot more to it than just two lines. When we first started this back in January, people, it was my sister and I that were doing the template review. We now have an amazing template review team that used to be in law. And so they are very meticulous about making sure that they catch every error. But when Julie and I were doing it the first month and a half, over 60% of the people had errors. And if you had gone and tried to do this on your own, even following where you could find the free stuff, you're 9 times out, well, 60% of the time people were still, we gave them what to write and they were still writing it wrong. So if it wasn't for our template team pointing out, hey, you spelled this wrong. Hey, this is missing an S. Hey, this, hey, that, they would have spent 6 weeks writing just to find out that they forgot something. And they don't get paid. And there are a lot of boards out there with people that don't get paid because they don't have Ascended Academy or a template team that is going to check your work and make sure you're doing it correctly. So yeah, and it's still that way. To be honest, it's still that way. Our template team was out on a funeral yesterday, and so I jumped in there to assist because that's what we do here. We take care of each other. And so I didn't want those people waiting for their templates to wait. So I was in there last night for 2 hours until midnight, getting some of those templates cleared out for the template team and for the people that were waiting for their template reviews. And I will tell you, still, at least half those people had something wrong. At least one error, if not 2 or 3 errors. So they're still making those errors. And the thing is that's what we do. We correct those errors, make sure that you're aware of them so that you can move forward with success. And so that's, yeah, I mean, that's what we do here. We're going to take care of our members.
Look at the people in the comments right now saying how many errors were caught, and imagine them trying to do this on their own.
Yeah.
Just absolutely crazy. So any other questions you have, get with your sponsor. We're not going to answer taxes. If you live in the States and you make money, you're going to pay taxes. If you live in Canada, it may be different. You're going to pay taxes no matter what. You go to MGM Grand up the road from where I live, you get something for $10,000, you're going to pay taxes on it no matter what, right? It is an income. But give it a tax specialist for that. We do love everyone. Lisa, your hair looks great, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm getting ready for my trip.
And I hope you have the best time ever on your trip. You deserve it.
You know I will.
Yeah. And we love everybody here too. All the people who helped us in the comments. We love all y'all. Victor, thank you for sharing your heart with us. Everybody. So hopefully we see you guys on the inside. If not, you guys still enjoy the rest of your life and make sure.
Come join our family.
Yeah, come join the family.
Our family here, by the way. We truly are a family here.
Yep.
So if you're looking for a home when it comes to the support, you found it. You really have.
But if you don't, we still love you. And whatever you do in life, just make sure that you have the right mindset. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. It's all about your brain. We love you guys. We'll see you guys in the next one. See you.